Welcome to Blackwater Bog, a place shrouded in an ominous aura, avoided by locals due to its eerie reputation. Nestled in the heart of a forgotten town, it's a place where the sun never seems to shine and an unsettling chill lingers in the air. A place that reeks of decay and stagnant water, a scent so potent it clings to you long after you've left its ominous territory. Blackwater Bog is not just a marshy quagmire, but a realm where the supernatural dwells. On nights when the moon is hidden behind a cloak of clouds and the fog rolls in thick and heavy, ghostly figures are said to rise from the waterlogged earth. These spectral apparitions, as the locals claim, are the lost souls damned to wander the bog for eternity. The bog is a labyrinth of twisted trees and murky waters, where the mist curls around your feet like spectral fingers, attempting to pull you into its depths. The silence here is deafening, broken only by the occasional croak of a frog or the mournful hoot of an owl. It's a silence so profound, it seems to swallow even the faintest whisper, making you feel as though you're the only living being in this forsaken place. But you're not alone. The wailing begins, a mournful, high-pitched cry that echoes through the dense fog, chilling the blood in your veins. This is the true voice of Blackwater Bog, a lament so heart-wrenching it could only belong to the lost souls that inhabit the place. The wailing grows louder, resonating with your deepest fears, making your heart pound in your chest. Now imagine entering this place not out of necessity but out of curiosity. That's what our protagonists did. Matt, Sophia and Ellie, young and ambitious paranormal investigators, thought it was the perfect place for a ghost hunt. Little did they know they were about to embark on a journey that would change their lives forever in ways they could never have imagined. Undeterred by the chilling tales, our brave trio ventured deeper into the bog, their courage intact. The eerie silence of Blackwater Bog was a heavy, oppressive blanket, punctuated only by the occasional distant croak of a frog. It was as though nature herself held her breath, aware of the spectral presence that lurked within her misty veil. Then it began. A mournful, high-pitched cry that pierced the silence, seeping into their bones, echoing through the dense fog. A wail, like a banshee's lament, a sound so alien and yet so terrifyingly human. It was a sound that spoke of pain, of loss, of a despair that seemed to resonate from the very heart of the bog. In the midst of this unsettling symphony, Ellie froze. Her eyes, wide with fear, stared into the opaque veil of the fog. She claimed to see a figure, a shadowy silhouette that seemed to waver and dance in the misty gloom. A figure that was there and yet not there, a phantom born of the fog and the fear that the bog inspired. Matt and Sophia dismissed her fears, attributing it to the eerie atmosphere and her overactive imagination. But who could blame them? They were there for the thrill, the adventure, the chance to debunk the myths and stories that had surrounded Blackwater Bog for centuries. They were unprepared for the reality that was beginning to unfurl around them. But the wailing grew louder, a chorus of despair that echoed around them. It was now accompanied by splashing sounds, as if something was moving beneath the water's surface. These sounds, eerie and unsettling, sent a shiver down their spines. A cold realization that perhaps they were not alone in the foggy depths of Blackwater Bog. Perhaps they were the uninvited guests in a spectral dance that had been playing out for centuries. Perhaps they had ventured too deep into a world they were not prepared to understand. As they turned to leave, the bog had other plans. The mist thickened, disorienting them and casting shadows that moved ominously in the fog. The air turned colder, a chill that clung to their skin and seeped into their bones. Suddenly, Sophia gasped, her breath hitching as she felt a frigid hand close around her arm. It was an icy grip, strong and unyielding. Her eyes widened in terror, the fear palpable in her trembling voice as she tried to call out to Matt and Ellie, but the words wouldn't come. In the midst of the blinding fog and the deafening silence, Matt turned around. His heart pounded in his chest as he saw Sophia's terrified face. Her eyes wide, her mouth open in a silent scream. But before he could reach her, she was swallowed by the fog, her figure fading away into the white, leaving only the echo of her fear behind. Desperate, disoriented, Matt stumbled and clawed his way through the murky swamp. The sun began to pierce the fog as dawn broke, illuminating his path. His lungs burned, his heart raced, but he didn't stop. He couldn't stop. Sophia and Ellie's lives depended on it. But as the first rays of sunlight hit the bog, Matt emerged alone. Panting, gasping for breath, he looked back at the bog, its eerie silence more haunting than the wails. Sophia and Ellie were nowhere to be found. They had vanished, swallowed by the bog and its ghostly inhabitants. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Sophia and Ellie remained lost. But the bog was not silent. On misty nights, the wails echoed louder, a chilling chorus that filled the swamp. The locals whispered, their voices low and fearful, that the cries of the young women had joined the mournful song of the bog. Beware Blackwater Bog's chilling cries. Have you ever heard a voice that wasn't there? Their tale serves as a grim reminder. Some places are best left unexplored, some mysteries left unsolved. The bog holds many secrets. Its wails a chilling testament to its ghostly inhabitants, and to the fates of those who dare to venture too deep. The spectral figures of Sophia and Ellie, forever bound to the swampy depths, their voices joining the eerie chorus of the bog. The chilling atmosphere of Blackwater Bog remains a testament to the terrifying encounter that occurred. The mystery of the girl's disappearance continues to linger, like the dense fog that haunts the bog. Their story serves as a stark warning to those who dare to delve into the unknown. The echoes of their cries, the icy touch on Sophia's arm, the sight of shadowy figures in the fog. These are the bone-chilling chronicles of Blackwater Bog. It's a tale that doesn't end, but continues to echo in the stillness of the night, in the whispers of the wind. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and follow us for more. Join us on TikTok and YouTube for more bone-chilling chronicles. If you dare,